Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Eat less, move more, mindfully. My name is Steve and I started this channel to document my weight loss journey. So today, first of all, we'll start off with my official weigh-in, and this is July 24th and weigh in at 287.4 pounds. 2 days ago was my last weigh-in. I was 287.6 pounds, so a little bit of weight loss. That's okay. Headed in the right direction. Sometimes, that first 30, if when you're especially obese, that first 30 or 40 pounds comes off easier than the next 30 or 40 pounds, I have found in my experience. But ain't no problem because I'm not on a diet. I am in the process of implementing a lifestyle change. So in the past, when I was on a diet, when I lost my weight, I was like, good, done. Made my goal. Get off that diet and get back to what I was doing before. But not this time. Nope. I am on a... Excuse me, I have got to get a drink here. If I knew how to edit these, I would edit all that out. But instead, you get me live in color. Or not live, but alive. So today, I'm going to talk about mindful eating, which is the mindfulness, which is what I am doing. And I found this really interesting article online. It's called Mindful Eating 101, A Beginner's Guide. I'll be sure to leave a link down in the description to this article. So let's begin. What is mindful eating? Mindful eating is based on mindfulness, a Buddhist concept. Mindfulness is a form of meditation that helps you recognize and cope with your emotions and physical sensations. Now here's fundamentally, mindful eating involves eating slowly and without distraction. Now, I'll have to admit, I still maybe have the baseball game or a program on while I'm eating. However, or what on the internet. Kind of what has happened to me is I've made the eating the distraction and the focus what I'm, engaged in. So I'd have take a bite, because that's my technique. I take a bite, set it down, and wait till I'm finished before I take another bite. I would set it down, and then I would be involved, and I would sometimes like, oh yeah, I'm eating, kind of almost forget that I was eating, and so I would really eat it slowly. So, that's working for me. Distinguishing between true hunger, excuse me, woo, my throat's dry today, and non-hunger triggers for eating. Engaging your senses by noticing colors, smells, sounds, textures, and flavors. That's what when I get my food, I really, I enjoy eating the food, and I eat good food. Learning to cope with guilt and anxiety about food. Eating to maintain overall health and well-being. That's the key, maintaining. Appreciating your food. That's what I do. Right before I sit down to eat, I kind of close my eyes and I take a deep breath, kind of get centered, and I kind of express my gratefulness for this food. It's like maybe saying grace to some of you. Now, excuse me. Why should you try mindful eating? Today's fast-paced society tempts people with an abundance of food choices. Boy, that ain't no lie. Everywhere you look. On top of that, distractions have shifted attention away from the actual active eating toward televisions, computers, and smartphones. There you go. Only mindlessly eating while you're watching them. If you eat too fast, the fullness signal may not arrive until you have already eaten too much. This is very common in binge eating, I can attest. Eating has become a mindless act, often done quickly. This can be problematic since it takes your brain up to 20 minutes to realize you're full. That's interesting. 20 minutes. So if you take 20 minutes to eat, by eating mindfully, you restore your attention and slow down, making eating an intentional act instead of an automatic one. I like that. That's a good point. Intentionally eating. You also increase your awareness of triggers that make you want to eat, even though you're not necessarily hungry. By knowing your triggers, you can create a space between them and your response, giving you the time and freedom to choose how to react. So that's big. That's what I'm working on right now. That's big right there. Mindful eating and weight loss. It is well known that most weight loss programs don't work in the long term. Around 85% of people with obesity who lose weight return to or exceed their initial weight within a few years. That's exactly my personal experience. I've lost a pretty good amount of weight several times. And always, not only did I gain that weight back, I gained more weight. The last time I lost weight was 1999. I lost about 65, 70 pounds. And at that time, when I started the weight loss diet, I weighed about what I weigh right now. So I'm back to that point. But I gained, I went about a little over 40 pounds more. Binge eating, emotional eating, external eating, and eating in response to food cravings have been linked to weight gain and weight regain after successful weight loss. Chronic exposure to stress may also play a large role in overeating and obesity. I don't really have that much stress in my life, but maybe I do and I just don't realize it. Here's interesting. A 6-week group seminar on mindful eating among people with obesity resulted in an average weight loss of 9 pounds during the seminar and the 12-week follow-up period. Another 6-month seminar resulted in an average weight loss of 26 pounds without any weight regain in the following 3 months. So that's big right there, the no weight regain. Like I've said a few times on my videos, the losing the weight is the easy part. Not that it's easy, but it's the easy part. It's the maintaining the weight loss. That's the difficult part. Mindful eating may aid weight loss by changing eating behaviors and reducing the stress associated with eating. Mindful eating and binge eating. That's been I could tell you stories. Binge eating involves eating a large amount of food in a short amount of time, mindlessly and without control. I've been there, baby. It has been linked to eating disorders and weight gain. One study showed that almost 70% of people with binge eating disorder are obese. No kidding. I didn't need a study to know that. Mindful eating may drastically reduce the severity and frequency of binge eating episodes. Been my case so far. One study found that after a 6-week group intervention in women with obesity, binge eating episodes decreased from 4 to 1.5 times a week. The severity of each episode decreased as well. Good for you, ladies. Here we go. Mindful eating and unhealthy eating behaviors. In addition to being an effective treatment for binge eating, mindful eating methods have also been shown to reduce emotional eating. This is the act of eating in response to certain emotions. That's definitely my issue that I deal with for sure. Something happens and I just stuff it with food. Or I used to. External eating. This occurs when you eat in response to environmental food-related cues such as the sight or smell of food. Oh yeah, baby. That can definitely trigger it. Unhealthy eating behaviors like these are most commonly reported behavioral problems in people with obesity. Mindful eating gives you the skills you need to deal with these impulses. It puts you in charge of your responses instead of at the whim of your instinct. Now, how to practice mindful eating. To practice mindfulness, you need a series of exercises and meditations. Many people find it helpful to attend a seminar, online course, or workshop on mindfulness or mindful eating. Matter of fact, I'm glad I read that because my wife turned me on to an online free course on mindfulness, and there's a section in there on mindful eating. I haven't got around to doing that yet, but I will, and I'll report back to you on what I discover and share that with you. However, there are many simple ways to get started, with some of which can have powerful benefits on their own. So, the getting started actually might be the hardest thing. Because once you get started, you can get a little momentum going. You can, then you can have some success. I've been started several times, lose 10, 15, 20 pounds and then off the track. I've done that a bunch. Lose 10, 15, 20 pounds, bam. Lose 5 pounds, bam. Never really got started and really started, just kind of halfway. So here's some tips. Eat more slowly and don't rush your meals. That's key, for me anyway. Chew thoroughly. Eliminate distractions by turning off the TV and putting down your phone. So I talked about it earlier, how I kind of do it opposite, but that's still a good idea. Eat in silence. It's pretty easy right now. My wife's out of town, so everything's quiet around here. We'll see how that works when she gets back. Focus on how the food makes you feel. Stop eating when you're full. Ask yourself why you're eating, whether you're truly hungry, and whether the food you chose is healthy. That's big. It's not just about eating less calories. It's about eating good, healthy food. I talked in one of my earlier videos about diet fads, and one of them was the Twinkie diet. Because Twinkies are only 150 calories, and if you eat 10 a day, that's 1,500 calories. Yeah, not too healthy, though. All right. Now, this is a good tip right here. To begin with, it's a good idea to pick one meal per day to focus on these points. That's a good idea, because I still find myself sometimes eating without, doing my little routine, breathing, getting in the moment. Not that much anymore, but that's a good idea. One, say, okay, whatever that meal is, that's a good idea. Once you have the hang of it, mindfulness will become more natural. Then you can focus on implementing these habits into more meals. Here we go. The bottom line. Mindful eating is a powerful tool to regain control of your eating. Yes, it is. Understand, that's the key, the mindfulness. If conventional diets haven't worked for you, this technique is worth considering. I highly recommend it. If you want to give mindful eating a try, you can find many good books on the topic in stores and online. Alternatively, you can join the Healthline Mindful Eating Challenge to get you started. That's this website, Healthline. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I'll look into that. Maybe I'll join that challenge, huh? That's pretty much it for that article. That's informative. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. I kind of skimmed over it a little bit, so there's a little more to it than that. But this is the mindful part. This is what's working for me. You know, the eating less and the moving more. I got that. I'm doing that. That's just from, I'm motivated to do that. But the mindfulness, that's the key. And not just, I find now, not just for the eating, for other areas of my life. I'm more mindful about my everyday living, my work, my relationships, whatever is going on at the time. I'm more mindful about it, more in the moment, as they say. So I like it. It's good. What else? I guess that's it for now. Again, to recap, my weight today, 287.4. So that puts me down, I'm at, over 41 pounds, about 41 and a half pounds. My math's not too good. Started at 329. I'm at 287.4. So making good progress, going in the right direction. And I'm so appreciative and thankful for everyone that has been watching my videos, hitting the subscribe button, commenting, and sharing my videos. I really appreciate that. What else? That's it, I guess, for this time. So until next time, please be kind whenever possible.